Hey guys, welcome to the den. Now, this is not a traditional video. Just basically a health update from obviously the cancer that I'm dealing with. Um, what other things are coming, essentially. Obviously, I've got to go for some follow up stuff, which that'll all become clear in a minute. And also, I want to address something that happened on my last video. So I'll leave that bit till the last part of the video because one, it's generally upset me. Two, I've got a feeling it's someone from my past. And three, if it was someone from my past, then all I can do is apologise for essentially pissing them off. I don't know for sure if it's that person, but I don't know. I just don't know. But I'll get to that in a second. First of all, health update. Now, obviously, if you guys have been following me, you'll know that this year has not been the best year at all. Obviously, it's been bad for all of us with COVID, but for the added effect of that, in March, I went for some tests, got diagnosed with testicular cancer. So I'm currently dealing with that. Luckily, it wasn't that bad. Luckily, it's dealable, and luckily, I can get back on track for it. Now, I had follow-up tests from the urologist concerning surgery and whatever else. I've had the surgery. I did a video on that, and basically made it so that the main part of it is done. That's everything done. Now, the thing is, I'm just going to open this. The thing is that currently, right now, as I'm making this video, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. This happened, obviously, and I just didn't know what to do. It's had quite a big effect on my family. My wife, obviously, I had 2 kids that understand it. I've got a young daughter. She doesn't know what's going on, so it's not really a big deal to her. But the thing is, that was not a pleasant experience, obviously, as a lot of you can guess. And basically, as of the recording of this video, I'm doing this on a Friday, early morning, like I said, about 1 a.m. And on the Monday, I have chemo, which is only 1 session of chemo, just to keep everything at bay and whatever else. And then I have to go for 5 years of checks concerning any reoccurrence of the cancer and whatever else. That itself is scary enough. I watched my dad go through cancer, among a few other people, one of which, I'm going to be honest, scared the crap out of me. Completely scared the crap out of me. It wasn't pleasant at all. Seeing that at its point, and somebody battling cancer to the point where you don't recognise them, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. I've seen that, and that's not a way that I would want anybody. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. I wouldn't wish any illness on anybody, and it's that simple. I just wouldn't. But this was what scared me when the word cancer was thrown about. However, like I said, it's only 1 bout of chemo, which is fine. I get that done on Monday. It's worth noting as well that all the way through this, I've not only just been doing YouTube as obviously my freelance project, I do it all for free. I don't ask anybody for anything, and it's all funded by me. It's everything that's funded and you see on this channel is by me. I use free video software. I use my phone in order to record B-roll and whatever else. Everything is free. There's nothing at all on my channel that is funded by anybody else. So I've had to deal with that, do this freelance project that I love doing, by the way. I don't just do it for cash. I don't do anything like that. I'd love to make money from it, but at this moment in time, I love doing it. It's a passion of mine. Gaming is a passion. Technology is a passion. Retro stuff is a passion. Now, along with that, I've been working as well while having all of my cancer going on, doing these freelance projects and things like that. As many hours as I can, essentially. Some weeks I'm doing like literally full time, where not to ask it, I'm a carer for my eldest boy. I don't claim anything from that. I'm just carer as free. I don't claim anything from that. My wife claims for our youngest son, who is brilliantly autistic, and when I say brilliantly, he's the funniest kid you can ever come across and has a unique personality. Now, like I said, I've been working through this, doing my freelance projects through this, hospital visits, injections, CT scans, everything else. Been doing everything I can, all legally, all that kind of stuff. Even with my health not to its full effect. I'm losing breath now because I'm getting to the point that I don't really want to mention, but I'm gonna have to, because it involves my channel and it involves a person, and I don't know who that person is. I have a hunch, but I can't say for sure. I'll probably never be able to say for sure. It's speculation at this point, but I know what they've done. I know what they've done. So that's the health. I'm fine. I'm dealing with it. Everything is there and it's getting sorted. Now, if you are a follower of my channel, you will know my last video was me unboxing and giving my thoughts on essentially the Xbox Series S, which, to start this conversation off, again, I bought with my own money, which I actually traded 2 of my consoles in for, and that came to more or less the full amount of the console. Okay? That was including games for my old Xbox, because I traded in my Xbox One and my PS4. All that and the games came to a trading price that I was happy with that game, that I could get the money for. That was fine. Now, I bought the Xbox One S. I went there purposely to buy that console, because I knew I wasn't going to get Series X at this point. And that were it. Yeah. So, I did that video to show you guys what my thoughts were. I've had it for a few weeks. I've not had it for long. And as I was playing it for the first time, as I was playing certain games on it, games that I'd already owned, I was having fun with it, gameplay and all that kind of thing. My son was the cameraman behind that video, and he did a cracking job. Love the guy to bits. Like I said before, we don't claim anything that we're not supposed to, money-wise. I don't take credit. I don't do any of that shit. It's that simple. When I put that video up, I thought it was a great video. It's something that I was actually passionate about. I did for a few weeks. I edited it. I did what I needed to do. It was only a short thought on it. It wasn't a massive video. A 2-minute video that I just thought, you know what, I fancy doing. You know, passion project. And then there was a comment on that video. People like Pompey Games Room commented. Cracking comment. I like that comment a lot. Thank you. And thank you for the best wishes as well. But honestly, I appreciate it. I really do. Especially talking to you most times. It's always nice to talk to you. Then a few others commented as well. Then there was one random comment which I had to get rid of. I've taken screenshots of it, and they are currently on my phone. This person's been reported Now, they made a YouTube account in order to comment on my video, I'm guessing, because when I went looking for the channel after I'd replied to this person, the channel was gone. So yeah. Now, this comment was slanderous, not just to me, but to my wife, to my kids, and to my personal well-being. And just in short, I'll tell you what it implied, essentially. He implied that basically I wasn't telling the British Council, essentially, or the government, about my income, which isn't true, because they get my wage slips every single month. Because this has happened before. Somebody reported us and they checked up on us, said we were fine, and then went, you know what, we're going to keep you on check for 3 years. And that's what happened. They kept us on check. So we're still under those checks. It's not ended. We're still under those checks. And the reason this happened was because a person claimed that I wasn't working my full-time hours and whatever else. Now, my hours are random, anywhere from 20 hours up to 40, where I work. It's whenever they need me, essentially. I'm a shift worker. That's retail for you. Now, they also claimed that my wife, being self-employed, wasn't claiming everything she was making or doing business with. Now, if that was the case, we're being checked every single month. And that, in my opinion, would be a stupid idea to try and fraud anything. Not that I would anyway, I'm an honest person. I never used to be, but I am now. This is why I'm convinced it's someone from my past. They're going off my past transgressions in order to make me look bad, essentially. And then, this is what really boiled my blood. After stating that I wasn't declaring, my wife wasn't declaring, and whatever else, this is where things got really up my nose, down my throat, in my stomach. This person claimed that we were claiming money for our children, which we don't claim, essentially. I used to claim carers when I was off work, when I wasn't working, but I went back into work because I needed a job. I needed to be out. I needed a normal fucking life. And I needed it. It's that simple. And I complain about the job, yes, because I deal with some really, really idiotic people that have no respect. But the thing is, I need my job. I need that normality. I do as many hours as I can, up to 40 hours. I've done over 40 hours on occasion in my retail work. And that's it. That's my honest opinion. But when they threw my kids into it, that is when my blood boiled to the point where I had to find and see who this person was. I still haven't found who it was. I have my hunches, and I have a few people on my radar that might be a culprit of it. But the thing is, I need to make this clear, that this person was nothing to do with my current life. They are somebody that's trying to troll not just me, but my family, my wife, my kids, which is something you don't do. Not to me. Not to me. Now, I try to make my videos fun. I try to make my content fairly happy and go lucky. But there are times where things like this have to be explained in a way that the normal person would understand. I am not the type of person to let this stuff just lay down. But I need to make everything clear. Anybody that speaks about my children and my livelihood and my wife and any business that we do in a bitter manner on these videos will be, one, deleted, 2, blocked, and 3, if I know you, I will report you because it is harassment. I will not sit down and I will not take any type of rubbish from you. It's not going to happen. You are not going to bring me down. Now, I am trying to build this channel up along with working, caring, working with my wife, amongst other things. Everything that we do is declared. Everything we do is there for a reason. And that's it. It's all above board and it's all legal. So there you go. Now, to end this video on a high note, I do apologise for the long-winded video, but it had to be said. This is my personal project, and I didn't want anybody thinking in my comments that that person symbolised this channel or me. It's that simple. I didn't want that. After this update, I will be going back to my normal content and doing the content for you guys. If this person comments again, they will be deleted. They will be reported every single time. Now, I mentioned before that I think it's someone from the past that is working off my past transgressions. And if that's the case, I did say earlier on that if it is somebody that I've royally pissed off in the past, then I'm going to be the bigger person at the end of this. And before I exit this video, I'm just going to turn around and say that if I have annoyed you or hurt you in any single way, just know that that wasn't intentional at the time. Back in my teen years, I had a lot to deal with. I ended up homeless. I ended up literally on several times on my arse, essentially. And I had a lot of family that shut me out. That had an adverse effect on me because I didn't know how to handle people. I didn't know how to handle anything. I couldn't even handle myself, never mind other people. So if I have annoyed you in any way, please don't attack me for it. Just know that I am sorry for that. And if I was to do it again, as a normal person, as the person I am now, I would try and fix it. The person I was back then isn't the person I am now. The person I am now is a completely different person. And like I said, I apologise to anybody that I've hurt. Now, with all this said and done, I need this to be a clean slate. Underline all of this. I don't need this again. Now, if the harassment carries on, then obviously I'll keep reporting and whatever else. But until that stops, there's nothing else I can do. So, I applaud everyone for watching. This has been 20 minutes of me essentially apologising and giving you a reason why that comment existed in the first place. And if it is something that I've done in the past, then I've completely apologised for it. And that I've said that the person I was then, I'm not now. So, that's that, guys. For all you that supported me on this channel, thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. Hopefully, I can get more content out, talk about more games, talk about everything else on these channels. And in the meantime, guys, do what you always do. Like, comment, subscribe, talk to me, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to talk to you guys. I will be nothing but kind, but if you are rude to me, then I won't comment. Thank you very much, guys, and I shall see you in the next video. Thanks for listening. Have a good one.